Recording, and I'm testing out my new action camera. It's the Midland XTC 100. I guess this is just going to be a test. I'm not going to upload it or anything. I hadn't planned on it. I'm testing out. I got a microphone system all set up, and I just want to practice syncing them all together and whatnot. So I'm just going to go for a quick little jaunt because I don't have a lot of memory. I ordered a bigger memory card. Excuse me. I ordered a bigger memory card, but it hasn't got here yet, so I'm just using like the 2 gig one I have, and even that's not 2 gig because I've used a lot of it up. So just gonna cruise around, really. This is my Kawasaki Eliminator 125. It's a real good beginner bike. Gets good gas mileage and all that. It seems stable. The camera. This is the first time I've ever ridden with the camera, so I'm just testing it out. I tested it out, like, walking around with it, around the bike, but I don't know, it's different. Just walking around with it and, like, having all the wind stuff. So, if you can see, I do live in Alabama. Not from here, though, so you don't have to worry about the accent. Like, not actually even from America, almost. But I'm proud to be an American. I just didn't grow up here. So, unfortunately, there's no lane splitting in Alabama, the state of. Some states in America do allow it, but here it's not, so I know people are going to come and complain, so I'm just going to cruise and not worry about it, though. And I'm new to motorcycling, so if I make a nasty shift, I apologize. I had a scooter before. I knew it was an automatic, like, belt-driven thing. So it was like something a kid could ride. Almost. It was a lot of fun. Good to get used to riding a two-wheeled vehicle that could kill you. You know, scooter, it's small. Had a small engine. This one has a small engine. Actually, it's about the same size engine. But had good torque on it. I mean, it's good off the line for a Chinese scooter, at least. It looked pretty decent, and the price was right. And gas mileage too, yeah. I'll probably make a video about the pros and cons of scootering and motorbiking as, primary transportation, as well as, secondary, just for fun and to, go to school. This is the university I go to. And, right now I have the camera mounted to the bike and not my helmet, and I couldn't figure out the helmet thing, so I just fuck it. Let me get the use of the camera down first and the video syncing before I try to hook it up to the helmet, since it's really easy to do the hook up to the handlebars. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do first. This is the university. I'm a student. I'm a senior, so I'm not like 18 or 19 or anything. 22. I'm actually, this is my 5th year of college, because I transferred, so I'm no longer. And this is like the outskirts of the university, the perimeter road, because it's very difficult driving on the university roads. I mean, they're nice, because they're like it's an old university. It's been here a long time. And, they have like cobblestone, brick, roadways and whatnot. Excuse me. It's hot in Alabama, so if I get a little sweaty, I have to wipe. I'm glad you're not in the helmet right now. So just cruising around, because I live in a university town, and it's a very small town I live in. There's maybe 10,000 people. Maybe more than that. Probably around 11,000 people live in the town and the outskirts, so it's not a very big town to live in. It's very rural minded. You like have the little center of the town, and a lot of people live out in what would be the suburbs if it was a city. But it's not a city, just a small town. It's the country. But it's still within city limits. That's where a lot of old people live. That's where the nicest houses are. Students, they live, as close to the university as possible. Just, we don't have a lot of money. And a lot of people don't have cars or whatever. I like this road because it's really nice and green up here. Alabama is a beautiful state. People don't think that. I was really surprised, I'll be honest, when I first came here to visit. And I'll probably tell the story of how I moved to Alabama, because I grew up overseas in Nigeria. That's Africa for you people who sucked at geography. And I'm white, yes. White American. Originally from California. Northern California, Bay Area. I have lived in Southern California for a bit. So I don't hate on Southern Californians like some people from the north of California do. Just different priorities, I guess. So I'd saying that whole time. I'm also going to do a video about what gear you're in motorcycles, because I don't have a... You can't see this probably from the video, but this motorcycle only has a speedometer. It has no tachometer or anything. No tachometer, no fuel gauge, so you just kind of have to wing it. But it's good because you learn what the motorcycle engines would sound like when you shift it, as opposed to going by some magic rev number. And you'll see how shitty my motorbike is up hills right now. I apologize. I was gonna try not to swear in my videos. I don't really swear a lot, but I use words that, like, Americans consider swears. I'm an American, but I told you I grew up overseas. So I say like shit, because shit is never a bad word where I came from. Like, you can say that to your teacher, it's okay. Just it's the same as like saying crap here. So this is a road I came back on. I'm just gonna like stream of conscious right now. I don't have a topic. Just riding around. I'm kind of just practicing, I guess. Seeing how well I can talk to you guys while I'm just riding around and cruising. And I will take the bike out and like actually do places, go where I need to go. But I'm just kind of testing the mount and stuff. So it's very green, very foresty like here. And my motorbike is not great off the line. This motorbike I bought, and I'll talk more about it. It's not great off the line. It's really crap off the line, to be honest. It's worse off the line than my scooter. And I guess it's 25 cc's smaller than my scooter. This is a 125. And this is the only 125 to be sold in the American market. Yeah, like at least since the 80s, I think. Maybe the early 90s they had some 125s. But Canadians have the 125s. The rest of the world has 125s and 150s and 250s. America, we have a couple 250s. And I was looking at 250s for a starter bike. A Honda Rebel is a good one. And I have a friend who has a Yamaha V-Star 250. It's a twin. A V-twin. It's a 250. Which I think that's the only one I remember that exists that has a V-twin and a 250. Because I'm a student. I have a car as well. But I'm married, so like my wife doesn't ride motorbikes like at all. She won't. Who's that? Am I in the wrong gear or something?